Oh, right, yeah. This is the last one from Maria's request, other than the Eric Weinstein thing. But this is going to be a tough watch. I mean, when you hear adults talk about this sort of thing, it's rough enough. But I don't think I've ever heard it out of actually a child's mouth. It's normally when they've grown up. And something John Wedger says about it as well, that children don't lie. I mean, children do lie, but not by not in these sorts of situations. He's like John Wedger. He's like throughout the whole time he was doing interviewing children, he said only one was found to be lying and was put up to it by the mum because there was like a messy split up between her and the dad, and she convinced. He's like they fell at the first hurdle. A child cannot like. He's like it's hard for an adult to lie and get past police because they see it every day in day out. But he's like a child; they're just not gonna, yeah, they're not gonna lie like that. But yeah, this is gonna be a tough watch. Hampstead Christ Church satanic ritual child abuse cover up. Police testimony of child one. It's gonna be brutal. Let's go.
What I'll do, first of all, I'll tell you everyone's names so you're clear who it is. My name's Steve and I'm a policeman and I work here at Barnet Police Station. This lady here, her name's Cleo.
Cleo and Steve.
Cleo and
work
Steve.
with Jean Clement.
I know, I haven't met Jean Clement, but we do similar jobs, but he works in a different part of London. I think he works south, yeah, somewhere else. I've never met him, but he does work. He's a policeman.
Yes, he's a sergeant.
He's a police sergeant,
yes.
is he? Oh, okay. And Cleo's a police lady, and her job is the controller today, and that means she controls everything that's going on there, making sure it's all working. Okay, and if you see, she had a pen and paper and she might make some notes because she might want to ask something at the end. Do you want a pen? And then from then we'll talk. So that leaves one other person here, and that's you. Can I just ask you to say your full name, please? What's your first name?
Elisa.
Elisa.
Well, my real name is Grace.
Grace.
But my name my name is Elisa Gareva Dearman, but my second name is Grace, as I said.
So Alicia, Grace, Gareva
Dearman.
Okay, so it's 4 names you've got.
Yes.
Okay, so and have you got a middle name? Is Grace your middle name?
Yes.
And no other names?
No, it's Grace.
Okay, perfect. So Alicia, Grace, Gareva, Dearman.
Yes.
Okay. And how old are you, Alicia?
I'm 9 years old right now.
Yeah. And so do you prefer to be called Alicia or Grace?
Elisa. Because I'm used to being called Elisa.
Yeah, Elisa, okay.
I've been called Grace.
No? Okay. So what I'd like to do is just go through some of the rules and just explain today's date. It's 10:30 in the evening, and it's the 5th of September. And as I said, we're here at Barnet, and what we're going to talk about, I wasn't there. So because I wasn't there, I need you to explain in as much detail everything you can remember. Okay, so just really think about everything that you can remember and tell me about it.
You got to think before we get into this, but think of these policemen that this is their job, because you get police that are like children is their department, but then also the interviewing side of things, and you think of having to sit like, and yeah, that's a tough job that people don't respect or don't even think about enough. That yeah.
Okay. If I ask you something, you don't understand what I'm saying, tell me, yeah? And I'll look at a different way, okay? And that goes the other way. If you say something and I'm not really sure what you mean, I might ask you to say it again, or I might ask the question in a different way. Yeah, I might say, well, what does that mean? Or what, can you tell me? And so that's that one, really. if I ask you a question and you don't know the answer, that's fine. Just tell me you don't know. Okay? And that's because I want you to tell everything the truth. Okay? I don't want you to guess. If you don't...
Yeah, that's another thing, because John Wedger says that as well. The children, he's like, you can lead a child. You can get a child to say anything. He's like, for example, if the child says the man came in a yellow car, he's like, if the policeman like grimaces as if I don't like that answer, the child will change it. Because childs have a natural instinct to want to acquiesce the adult or the authority figure. He's like, so you can change a child's statement just by a look, because they will pick up on it and think, oh, that's not, something else.
If you don't know, just tell me.
Yeah, right.
Okay? And that leads to the next thing. We must tell the truth. And that's you and me. So if I ask you something, you've got to tell me the truth. And if you ask me something, I'll tell you the truth. Should we agree that, shall we? Yeah? What I want to do is just make sure you understand the difference between truth and a lie. Okay? I've had this paper.
Truth is, and also, is just opposite.
Truth is what?
Truth is opposite.
Opposite to
well, lie is opposite truth.
what? Lie is opposite to the truth. So, right, if I tell you this, if I've drawn this picture here,
Yeah.
this is on Cleo's paper. She sees this picture,
Yeah.
and she says, who drawn that? I said, yes, it was me that drew it, I'm sorry. Would that be the truth or a lie?
That'll be truth.
That would be the truth. So what would have been a lie?
No, I did not draw it, or somebody else. I don't know who.
That would be a lie, yes. So, why do sometimes people tell the truth? Tell the lie. Why do sometimes people tell a lie?
So because maybe sometimes they do. Maybe it's personal. I don't know.
What do you mean?
So maybe like if I don't know. So why would they say a lie?
Yeah, why would they
Maybe
say
they
that?
don't want you to know about that.
Yeah, sometimes they don't want to tell you about it. Yeah.
Maybe they don't want to be in trouble. They don't want anyone to be in trouble.
That's also a good reason that sometimes people lie. That's true. That people don't want to get in trouble. And in here,
Yeah, that is the lies. Although there's something you don't want to tell someone, that was very revealing when she said that. That was very, that a child's first instinct to what you would lie about is something you don't want to tell someone. But, yeah, the lying to get out of trouble, that's the typical kid lie. But, yeah, by nature, kids aren't liars. It's not till you get older that you kind of get that.
you won't get in trouble, okay? As long as you tell the truth, you will not get in trouble for anything you've said or done, okay? As long as you tell us now. Okay? Yeah? And I promise that. And I say I've got to tell the truth as well. And from that, I need to say that includes if you use rude words or things like that. In here, you're allowed to use those rude words, okay? Your mummy knows what we're going to be talking about and knows that you're here, and she won't tell you off if you need to use those sort of words. I'd rather you use those rude words to tell me exactly what happened than try and make it polite and you miss out things that have happened.
So I don't understand.
Well, say for example, me and Cleo were having a conversation and you heard Cleo swear.
Yes.
Right? Do you understand that bit?
Yes.
So me and her talking, Cleo swore while she was talking to me. She said a rude word. And then I say to you, did you hear what Cleo said? And I say, tell me what Cleo said. I'd rather you tell me everything, including the swear words.
So I should say.
Say like said, oh, Cleo said, oh, this camera's shit. Say she said that. And I say to you, what did Cleo say? I don't want you to say, oh, Cleo said the camera's rubbish. I want you to say, Cleo said the camera was shit. Do you see?
Yeah, so I should.
So don't try and make it polite.
Yes.
Say exactly. Is that clear?
Yes, I shall say what exactly.
Exactly. Perfect. Well done. Thank you. So you've come here with your mum, and do you live with your mum? Do you?
Yeah, I live with her.
And who else do you live with?
And that's just my mom I live with. Only my mom.
No one else?
Nope.
No other
I
family
don't
in your
live with
house?
my dad, no.
What about brothers?
No. I live with my brother Gabriel.
So it's you, Gabriel, your mum,
Yes, and I know when free.
3 of you.
Yes.
Okay.
But my big brother James, he sometimes comes.
Oh, okay. And who's James?
James is just my big brother, but he's not really like he knows this about this, but no, he doesn't really like doing it.
What do you mean?
So my big brother James.
Yeah, James. How old is James?
He's about 17, but he's not really included because he doesn't really live with us.
Oh, okay. So where does he
But
live?
he lives with his like other dad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he doesn't live with us, but
Oh, okay.
he comes to visit us on Saturdays.
Oh, I see. So is he your half a brother? Is he?
And he is my brother. He is my brother.
Right.
So it's just that his dad is married to another two. So my mom married 2 men.
Yep.
So first is when my big brother was born.
Yeah.
And then after she broke up with his name is Will.
Yeah.
He broke up with him.
Yeah.
And then after him, she didn't marry, but she loved Ricky, which is
Right.
my dad.
Yeah.
So then we were born. So then she
Got
broke
it.
up.
So your dad is Ricky.
Ricky.
James's dad is Will.
Will Draper, and my mum's name is Ella Draper.
But you and James both have the same mum, who's Ella. Yeah.
Yes.
Understand. And what about Gabriel?
Gabriel, yes, he's my.
You can see how tricky it is as well. She's such a cute little girl as well, but that she doesn't get the half brother. No, he's my brother because that's her brother. Like the whole half thing because he's got She's a cute little girl. I know this is gonna be brutal for what's gonna come out this little girl's mouth, but it's kind of like even worse seeing her as because so far it's just like she just seems like a little girl.
Yes.
And is he the son of Will, or is he the son of Ricky?
Son is Ricky. Me and Gabriel are so the daughter and son of Ricky,
Yeah.
and James is son of Will.
Perfect. So you live with your mum,
Yes.
and do you ever get to see your dad? Do you?
My dad Ricky.
Ricky, do you ever get to see him?
Every two Saturday, but actually, in fact, he lies to my mum, and he says that he just sees us every 2 Saturdays.
And do you
That's
see him
the
every 2
court
Saturdays?
orders.
Okay.
So
Do you
the-
see him every 2 Saturdays?
Nope. We see him every single day.
Every single day. And how do you
At
do that?
school, he comes to our school.
Oh, does he? And what does he do at the school?
He does sex to us. He kills babies there.
Right.
We eat babies. We drink their blood.
Okay.
Because this is how we do it. So like on Wednesdays is the most special, busiest days, special
Right.
day.
Okay. We'll take it little bit by little bit. So you say your dad comes to your school.
Jesus, that is like a punch in the stomach, wasn't it? Oh really? What does he do at the school? He does sex to us, and then he kills babies, and that was crazy. How easily she just said that, just as if that's. But it is. That's just what her life is. That's crazy.
Every day.
Yes.
What does that mean? He comes
That
to your
means
school every
so
day.
that means he comes like whenever we have school on Saturdays. He comes and sees us there.
Whereabouts does he come and see you?
My school, Christchurch Primary School.
Okay.
Yes, that's where the area we live next to Christchurch Primary School
Yeah.
because we live in 5 Patterson Road, and then after he comes to our school.
Okay. So who drops you off at school in the morning?
My mum.
So you get dropped off at school.
Yes.
When you get dropped off at school, what do you do then?
So then they check if the coast is clear, if my mum's not there or anything around the area.
Okay.
So they go, Mr. Morris, the caretaker,
Yeah.
he goes around the school areas and checks if my mum is there or anything, like if the coast is clear.
Right.
And after they call my dad and say that everything's alright, my mum is not there, it's all clear.
How do you know that?
Because they got the number of my dad.
And how do you know that?
Because I heard them talking to my dad. That was exactly my own dad's voice. Exactly.
So where were you when you heard this caretaker speaking
Staff
to your
room.
dad?
Staff room.
Why were you in the staff room?
Because that's where they do sex to me. There.
So you've got to school. Right,
Yes.
You've got to school. You've got. How did you get to school?
So we just go and buy a car though.
So you go by car
Yes.
with your mum.
Yes.
Get to the school.
Yes.
So you get out of the car.
Yes.
And where do you go first of all?
So this is where we park, and there's this little path. You go upstairs, and then there's a little path, and then here's our school.
Yes.
So then you just walk in, but that's where the infants are. We have to go further along, and that's where the junior, because
Right.
I'm in junior. So then when you go in the junior, there's downstairs, and then there's a big playground, and then there's this office and the whole school
Okay.
there.
So you go into the school in the infants park, and you
Yes.
walk round to the primary.
Yes, and
park.
then at the front, when you just come in the room,
Okay.
there's this an office just at the front. There's a door going in the hallway where we do assembly,
Yeah.
and on the right, no, on the left, you go in and there's the head mistress office there,
Okay.
and then the staff toilet, and it's just this like where the teachers go and do the typing and work.
Yeah.
And there's upstairs there's year 4 and year 5.
Yeah.
And after, just like I'm in year 4, so in year 4 there's just there, and then year 5 is there on that side,
Okay.
and the staff room is just at the front of us. So
Okay.
just walk in the staff room, and then there's this kitchen, and then there's a sofa, and that's where we do
Okay.
sex.
So why do you go in there first of all? Why don't you just go to class?
No, we go to class sometimes too. Yes,
Right. So
we go to class
Okay.
sometimes. Yes.
Okay. So you go to class.
Yes.
Okay. And then what happens when you get
And
to
then
class?
they got this, in my classroom, they got this little door at the back, right at the back
Yeah.
of the classroom. They got a little door, and it's just like a tiny little room. It's all stuffed with sweets, prizes, especially to pay the children with sweets to do sex to them.
Right.
Yeah, so they give sweets as much as they like.
Yeah.
So they give sweets so till they're like full, they're done. So because while they eat the sweets, they do sex to them. So they pay them sweets, and then after they do what they want them to do,
Okay.
because our the children.
Who? What children? What children?
So there's children from our school, 200 children in our
Yes.
school, but it's not like all.
Okay.
There's 20
What
special
ones? Tell
children.
me, who are these 20 special
There's
children?
Millie, she's a brown girl.
Millie who?
Millie Cowell,
Millie Cow.
yes.
Okay. So how do you know she's one of the 20 special children?
Because I know, because she comes and they do sex to her, mostly.
Who's they? Who's they?
The teachers, the parents, the staff.
Every single teacher or specific teachers?
No, the whole school does it. The whole school, and we got our own church
Yeah.
too. So because they do that, because after as I said, we kill babies, we drink their blood, we eat them.
Okay.
But then after so the social services who are in it,
Yeah.
they go to families, so if the families can't afford, so they got a baby but they can't look after it or anything, they can't buy food, or they can't buy clothes, they can't look after it, so the families who sell their children,
Yeah.
so the social services get them. They say they get them to a foster home, but they don't. They get the babies or the children, and then they get Miss Marden,
Yeah.
our nurse in our school. She injects the child or baby in the neck, just here though,
Right. Okay. And how do you know that?
because I saw her doing it.
How did you see her doing it?
Because I saw her in the staff room. She was getting this. So she got this
Okay.
injection, and she done. So the baby was there. It was just sitting on the table,
Right.
and I was just laughing there. And after she just injected her, and it was just like it was slowly went to sleep. But not just like a thud, not like just fell straight away. They put, because it looked like it was slowly moving down like that.
Right.
Yes,
Okay.
and then after
So his baby's gone to sleep.
yes,
and
and then after they get put on this bit, they get the baby to hang it upside down.
And how do they hang it
yes,
upside
with
down?
the string
From where?
on the wall, because there's this little like is a screw, and they put a string as like a circle string,
Yeah.
tie it to the legs, hang it upside down, and then they get the knife they use for cutting the baby's head off. So you know this big ones, like this big Chinese ones,
Yeah.
which you chop up coconuts and stuff.
Right.
Yes, they get cleavers, aren't they? No,
Machete.
I don't know what they're called.
You've described it well enough.
Yes.
Right, okay.
So then because our dad, he forces me and Gabriel to do it. But because we can't, we're not strong enough to cut the baby's head off, he does us to hold the knife, and he puts his hand at the top of our hand, and he helps us to cut the baby's head off. Because he's learning, he's teaching me and Gabriel, so when we're older, to do it to our own children and do this kind of stuff to our own children.
Where is it that happens?
The church, the kitchen in our church.
The kitchen in the church.
Yes, they
okay.
got.
So,
Yes.
right, this string. Tell me about this string.
So it's just like, it's not just like just a thin normal string. It's a bit thick. It's like maybe that thick,
Okay.
and they tie around
Okay.
like in a circle.
Right.
Hang it up on
Where do they tie it to on the baby?
So it's like on legs. So they put the legs
Right.
together, tie it on,
Yeah.
and so it's like one string around and then one string attached,
Yeah.
and it's hanging upside down. They get the knife, but they don't just cut it off absolutely. It's still on. So they slide the head off, but it's still hanging on.
So okay.
Yes, and then there's a big white bowl on
Yeah.
the floor, and then the blood drips in, and then we pour it in a big silver goblet.
Okay. So where's this white bowl? Where do they get the white bowl from?
They bought the big white bowl
From where?
from there's an any shop, any white
And where do they? But where do they get the bowl? Where did they get the bowl from this time?
any shop like this. So you know
But you obviously didn't see them get the bowl.
no, I
Bless her. She's like, yeah. It's so crazy to hear things come out of her mouth, because she is also like she's explaining things like a kid explains things. But then that's like, again, what she's talking about, the drinking of blood, and it's like we do that now medically, like not the cutting off babies' heads and drinking them, but blood transfusions and yeah, people being injected with, what's that thing? You get injected with blood, and it like with a younger person's blood, and it gives you a little kick of life.
don't know what shop, but I think they went to this what is it called, the next Brent Cross.
Okay.
It's near Brent Cross.
And where is it kept at the
In a
church?
cupboard.
What cupboard?
There's this just like a normal cupboard. So it's like
Whereabouts?
like a cupboard, like a kitchen cupboard.
Right. Okay.
So
And
it's
where
like
is this kitchen cupboard?
there's a kitchen in the church and
Right.
in a school.
Right. There's kitchen.
Yes.
I've got it. This
Yes.
kitchen. So we're in the kitchen.
Yes.
Baby's hanging up.
Yes.
And you said that there's a
Yes.
white
So
bowl.
then, yes.
And it's kept in a
Yes.
cupboard. So what cupboard is it kept in?
It's just a wooden cupboard. So it's like
Okay. So if I was to go in the kitchen, how would I find it? Tell me how I can find
so
this
it's
bowl.
like it's not as big as this room. It's
Yeah.
much bigger. Much
Okay.
bigger.
Right.
So it's just like maybe just around on this wall, just around here. There's this little cupboard.
Right.
It's not little. It's kind of medium size.
Right, there's a medium cupboard. So where's the door? So you
Yes,
described
the door is a bit like that. A bit
right.
like that.
So the door's over there.
Yes.
Then you said the cupboard would be in the other corner.
Yes.
Have I got that right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, and is the cupboard up in the top or down
Yeah.
on the bottom?
No, it's at the top, like in the middle, like that. Yes.
And you say it's wooden. What colour wooden?
Just normal brown wood.
Okay.
He is a great interviewer, interviewing. Like, you can see, like, especially there, look how she's sitting. She's completely faced him, and she's like, yeah, completely open to him at this point. He's doing a great job, and think of that as well, to be able to um having to interview children about this sort of thing, and you're not like, you can't have any reaction to it, any natural reaction, like, because you can hear how he's talking, just like, okay, so then the baby, like, as if it's like, to make to not kind of, yeah, you just got to keep it as to like, um yeah, like it's a natural conversation, but you can see how it's worked. Look how that girl is sitting now. She's completely sat up, facing him, chest bowed. She's like, yeah, but like that, she's still got little cute kid things though. There's a little cupboard there. Well, it's not a little cupboard, but it's probably a medium. Like, that's such a kid thing. Like, yeah, and again, that goes with the honesty side of things, that they want to be precise in what she's saying. But I actually do think I know this. I didn't think I'd heard of this cover up. But saying about her dad and the caretaker, there was I've like, it might have been John Wedger. He may have mentioned it on the crime theory things, but I don't think he's done a whole episode on it. But he's like, I'm sure he's mentioned this, because when she said her dad comes to the school and the kid, like, yeah, there's something in there that twigged in my brain of, I have heard, like, yeah, I've kind of heard of this case, and but not, if you know what I mean, only little dribs and drabs of things. But that I remember. Yeah, cover up. This isn't the cover up. No, it's way more recent than that. Or what? Or maybe it is. No, it can't be. But there was something. There was a cover up of something years ago, and then the woman or man, I can't remember. I think it was a woman though. That she covered up a massive child abuse thing, and then the next thing, Tony Blair made her children, yeah, the head of children's services or whatever in the government. That it was the woman who had covered up something. Or I don't think it was a man. I do think it was a woman who did it. But then, yeah, obviously, a natural progression for that person is to put her head of childcare. But yeah, this is so like, it's such a disturbing thing listening to this, because like I say, it's a child. I mean, it's like when you hear adults talk of their abuse as children, it's hard enough. Um, when you hear someone talk about horrendous things and then they say, how old was you? And they're like 4, and you're like, Jesus, like. But actually hearing it and seeing it in such a, she's putting it across, like I say, in such a child, like how children do talk about things, and like the detail, and but just how she just naturally, every time they do sex on us, or they do that, that is like literally being punched in the stomach every time, that, like, just, and that's what's disturbing about it. It's not the fact that she's saying it, it's that there's nothing in her that even sees that as something that's wrong. Like, it's just so natural for her to say. That's the disturbing part of it. She's saying it like a little girl should be saying, we do colouring. Like, that's the, we do colouring in books. Like that's what she should be saying. But yeah, she's saying they do sex on me with that same ease. Yeah, it's crazy, crazy. Like I said, this is going to be a tough watch, but I do think doing these things is worth it. And like I say, even if just one person watches this video and starts looking into things, and then it worked. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, that's part one. Sweet.